All right, folks, we are down to our final event. Our shooters have been shooting all day, and we're down to our top two. Up first is Scooter. Wow, has he had a really good time today? He really seems to be dialed in. All of his shots have been so crisp. He is just so focused. Let's be quiet now and see what happens. Oh, wow, he hit the number 9 ring. That is going to be very hard to beat. I think Scooter may have just won the gold, folks. All right, folks, up next we have W. We're not really sure how he got here or how he even qualified. He just kind of showed up in his overalls, and he has been dominating the competition and nipping at Scooter's heels. Let's see what he's gonna do now. Oh dear, I'm not really sure if that is regulation size or not, but it looks like the judges are gonna allow it. This is a really intense moment, folks. You can literally see the sweat dripping off of W's mustache, or maybe that's mellow yellow. Here we go, his final shot. Holy cow, folks, that is a world record. He managed to hit almost every ring in there and scored 45 points all at once. W takes home the gold. No! Holy cow, no! We cannot believe what we just witnessed.
Linda, if you watching this, I want my iguana back.
What's up, everybody? My name is Scott, and you're watching Kentucky Ballistics. And here recently, I have been seeing a lot of Olympic shooting. Hold on one second. It's kind of hard to focus on you with this. That's better. I've been seeing a lot of Olympic shooting, and there's one particular Olympic shooter that's gotten a lot of attention. I believe his name is Yusuf, and he showed up with none of this fancy gear and just shot a near perfect score and got a silver medal. Well, I got to thinking, I shoot all the time. Could I go compete in the Olympics? Could I win the gold? There is one tiny problem though. I don't like tiny. I don't want to shoot air guns, and I don't want to shoot 22. I want to shoot big bore. That is what courses through my veins and makes me the most happy. So if I do have to downgrade to something that's not going to take out the entire target in one shot, but still fulfill my big bore craving, I think I'm going to go with 357 Magnum. And if I have to pick a 357 Magnum, I'm going to go with one of the nicest 357 Magnums in the entire world, the Nighthawk Custom Korth GTS 357 Magnum. The Korth GTS is definitely not your average 357 Magnum and is definitely Olympic worthy. You've got a cold hammer precision barrel, DLC coating, elevation, windage, and gap adjustment on the rear sight. There's Picatinny rails all over the frame, 4-way adjustable multi-position sights, rotatable front sight with 3 different widths. It only weighs 2.91 pounds and has a 6-inch barrel. On top of that, it's got a moonroof, heated and cooled seats, a backup camera, and automatic parallel parking. This is basically a Lamborghini in revolver form. So I'm going to try this thing out today and see if I am Olympic worthy, and we're going to try out some new Olympic grade targets that may make the event a little more entertaining. I'm also going to try out this cool Olympic gear, and then we're going to try it Yusuf style. I can't stop playing this game. I've only used 100 heroes and I've got 700 more to go. Some of that, take some of this, take some of that. I don't know what this is, but you're gonna get it. You're gonna get this. I got something for you. Take a this. Now, you take a this. Take a little bit of this. Hey man, what the heck? I was just about to beat the boss in Raid Shadow Legends. Well, you don't stand a chance against the T-Rex, but you can definitely beat the bosses in Raid Shadow Legends, especially now that you can unlock a free ninja. Ninja is based on a real-life streamer, and it's been about 3 years since he first made his appearance on Raid Shadow Legends, and now you can get him again, but only until August 15th. You know, maybe one day I'll have my own character on Raid. Download the game and use code NINJARETURNS to get his fierce Shadowkin fighter and useful in-game items. I've been playing Raid for years now, and I absolutely love it because of their huge selection in characters and strategy. And if you're not playing Raid yet, why not? Click my link in the description down below or scan my QR code, and you will get insane bonuses if you click my link. Only my link. They're insane. you will immediately get a huge starter pack with an epic champion, Tagor from the Orc faction. I honestly love playing with this support champion. He stands strong with his sword staff and never leaves a man behind. And you'll get another starter pack after reaching level 15 that includes epic champion Tayrel from the High Elves faction. So what are you waiting for? Download Raid Shadow Legends today using my link in the description down below or scan my QR code. And be sure to join my clan. Again, a big thank you to Raid Shadow Legends for sponsoring today's video. Now, let's get back to it. So before we shoot my version of Olympic targets, we're gonna have some fun with an actual Olympic target. This is the 10-meter air pistol target. This center part right here, the 9 and 10 ring, are actually quite small. This is it compared to a quarter. You can see that is roughly the same size. So you are 10 meters away, which is roughly 33 feet. I think the shooters take like 50 or 60 shots. We are not gonna do that today because it would be a very long, boring video. So we're gonna see just how accurate I could be with my Korth revolver with this target, with and without my Olympic gear. And then we're gonna have a little bit of fun with my Olympic targets. All right, let's see what I got. Well, looks like the USA sent the wrong guy. Yep. I don't think I can do much better than that. Don't act like you're not impressed. Okay, that was fake. Okay, I was totally joking. That was not real. Let's set up another target now, and I'm gonna shoot for real, one hand, unsupported, just like they do, and see how I would do. Okay, I have got my Olympic shooting gear on. I have my Korth revolver, and I have 6 rounds of Underwood ammo, 125 grain, 357 Magnum, full metal jackets. I'll put my hand in my pocket. That seems like the thing to do. So, one piece of equipment that I forgot was my ear protection. Woo! Okay. Yeah. My hearing wasn't bad before. It's gonna be bad now. All right, let's take our other 5 shots. Goodness gracious. Let's go have a look. All right, well, my first shot is right here. Looks like, I'm pretty sure my second shot, I went low, and then I went high, and then these last 3 were really good. Actually, 2 of them were almost in the same hole, so that's not too bad. But if I'm being completely honest, the Olympic gear, like the little card covering this side, the blinders, that little telescope hole, really honestly seems to be a hindrance. So now, let's try this again, but we're gonna try it Yusuf style. So now let's take a whack at it with no gear. I got 6 rounds of 357 Magnum and I'm all natural. Let's see how we do. Okay, so let's have a look. I'm gonna go ahead and say that this looks better than the target that I used the Olympic shooting gear in. Here it is compared. Yeah, that looks like a better group. I actually managed to hit the 10 ring. So math is not my best subject. Let me add these up real quick. This one here, where I used the Olympic shooting gear, we have 42 points. And then this one here, where I was all natural, adds up to 44.5 points. So it's looking like all natural is better than using gear. So shooting paper targets is fun and all, but in my opinion, it's a little bit bland. And I think the Olympics would be a lot more entertaining if they were shooting something other than paper. So we're gonna try out a few different targets today. I have an apple, I have a lime, and I have a cherry plum. And since I wanna have some energy transfer, I'm not gonna use full metal jackets anymore. Now I'm gonna be using some Underwood ammo, 357 Magnum, 158 grain hollow points. All right, we're still back at 10 meters. Let's see if we can hit them. Okay, I'm gonna go for the apple first. Not bad. Now let's try out the lime. Okay, if I hit this cherry plum, it's gonna be plum crazy. Ah, I just nicked it. Ah, I got it. So now I think it's time we up the stakes a little bit. I've scooted back to 20 meters, AKA 66 feet, and we'll be shooting at an Oreo on a leg. I'm gonna go for the Oreo first. Well, I am pleasantly surprised. I cannot believe I just did that. Let's go for the egg. Ah. I'm shooting a little high. Oh, all right. I did that in 6 shots. I don't feel too bad about that. I have to admit, I really like this thing a lot. This is the smoothest shooting 357 Magnum I've ever laid hands on. And I cannot imagine the level of expertise it took in crafting something like this. Way past my education. But if you are interested in getting your start in firearms technology and gunsmithing, you need to be sure to check out SDI. You can swing over to sdi.edu or you can check the link in the description down below. Well, would you look at that? We got some visitors. I've had a lot of fun shooting these targets with the 357 Magnum, but honestly, if I was gonna redesign the shooting events at the Olympics, I wouldn't use an air gun or a 22 or a 357 Magnum. I'd be using a 500 Magnum. And that's because if you're going to be one of the world's best shooters and you're going to get a medal for it, you need to prove to me that you got some recoil control, that you can eat something big like this. And speaking of eating things, we wouldn't be shooting paper. We would be shooting targets that are themed to the country that we are in. So for Paris, France, I think we should be shooting some aged cheese. We have a can of escargot, aka snails, and a fire extinguisher. Well, the fire extinguisher isn't exactly themed to Paris, France, but you could use it at the end of the Olympics to put out the torch. It's going to be loaded up with some Underwood ammo, 500 Smith & Wesson Magnum, 350 grain jacketed hollow points. All right, my hand in my pocket here. Let's go for the snails first. Holy cow! Hey, blew a snail all the way back at me. Look at that disgusting little thing. Oh, okay. Now for the cheese. Oh. Man, I am back just far enough for that not to hit me. And now last, the fire extinguisher. Seems like everything flew back at least 10 meters. Because 10 meters, that was about, where's it at? This is 10 meters. So, if they did change the Olympics to 500 Magnum and more energetic targets, 10 meters isn't going to do it because you're going to be right in the splash zone. Another Olympic event that I think should be a thing is table tossing. Table flipping, I don't know if I'd volunteer for that, but the table throw, for sure. I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, be sure and give it a like and make sure you hit that subscribe button. Also be sure and check me out on all other social media platforms. Links to those are in the description down below. And there's a link to KentuckyBallistics.com just in case you want to pick up a shirt. And as always, my name is Scott. Thank you so much for watching Kentucky Ballistics. I'll see you next time.